Hi everyone, this is Andy. My YouTube channel is Andy Amazon Advocate. Today I have a friend here. It's like we are in different time zone now. He's like in Florida and I'm in Singapore. I'm like 11:30 p.m. and he's like 11:30 a.m. Okay. The person that I want to introduce to you guys is Tori. Tori is the co-founder of Seller.Tools, and I get to know him through LinkedIn, and very fortunate, I learned some things from him, etc. And maybe without further ado, without me saying too much, maybe I let him introduce himself first. Okay, the mic is yours.
Yeah, thanks so much. Thanks so much. So yeah, again, my name is Troy Johnston. I've been selling on Amazon now for going on 6 years, which seems like a pretty long time, but have been fortunate enough to exit some of my brands in getting started in 2015 now. And on the other side of that, also been consulting and advising brands, 7, 8, 9-figure brands in some of the tougher categories, let's say, supplements, beauty, and beyond. And and now working at and building and developing a lot of unique features and tools at Seller.Tools as we help sellers really start to focus on what are those more advanced strategies, automate some of their key facets in their business. But what we focus on is ranking and reviews. What we feel as sellers ourselves, what the community should really be focusing on is how to rank your product, how to get more reviews, and then rinse and repeat. And do that as you add more products to your brand.
Sounds good. And Tori, I understand that you have a lot of features in Seller.Tools. As a matter of fact, I went through the things. I'm not a user myself, okay, but I went through all the things and everything. I felt that there was some very interesting things that you guys have, like for example the ManyChat, the flows and everything, etc. inside. So I think I'm very fortunate today because Tori is willing to give us like a run through of the whole of the Seller.Tools, and also especially focusing on the ManyChat stuff and etc. So I think without further ado, let me welcome Tori, and we will do the sharing now. Thank you so much, Tori. The mic is yours.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, and so glad to be here to present for you all a topic that I am very excited about, and it is ManyChat mastery for Amazon sellers. If you find yourself asking, what are the best and the absolute best on Amazon doing? They are focusing on using more advanced features and things like ManyChat to get a clear competitive advantage and really aim to leave their competition in the dust. Now, before we dive into ManyChat specific strategies, we've got to touch on one important topic, one I think you're going to find very important and very valuable. Now, we know as Amazon sellers, we should always be focusing on ranking and reviews. And when it comes to reviews, we know it's the social proof on Amazon. When we are able to capture and have on our listing more high quality reviews, that will directly translate into more sales and revenue. And now Amazon's made it easier than ever for a customer to leave a rating on your listing by simply clicking a star. If they click a 5-star, that 5 stars is applied to your listing, applied to the math behind your review and rating, and displayed to each and every customer and potential customer on your listing. Now, as equally as important, you'll see a major drop off in performance. You should expect to lose 10 to 15%, if not more, of your sales volume and revenue if you see your ratings drop. We've seen this time and time again, from 5 to 4.5, 4.5 to 4 stars. Once you start losing that powerful rating, it will absolutely impact your bottom line. And this is where we want to enter, and I have to make sure to share this with you, what I consider sort of our magic wand scenario. If we as sellers had a magic wand, what would we come up with to get more Amazon reviews? It would meet a lot of this criteria. It would be a way in which we could get more reviews in an Amazon TOS compliant fashion, where it is sent out by an Amazon branded email. So from a customer's perspective, this is actually coming from Amazon. It's a fully automated solution. So it is something that we can, in 60 seconds, easily set up and then forget it, let it automatically in a TOS compliant request those reviews. And then also gives us option for advanced filtering as needed. Totally an option for you to consider, but not essential. So what does this Amazon branded email look like for this TOS compliant way to get reviews? This is what your customers will receive if and when you start using this review request feature. What's really great about it, again, is if a customer comes in, clicks a star rating, if they click on the 5 stars, automatically that 5 stars is applied to your listing. It's submitted, and a customer will have the opportunity to then leave a detailed review. You'll also love how simple this email is. It gets right to the point. It shows up in a customer's inbox, in their email inbox from Amazon. And it's as straightforward as this: of the product you purchased, the ability to rate it, and making it very simple for them to complete it. Important to note, this is not buyer-seller messaging. The old way that we used to send email, which is not reliable, it's not really safe anymore, just based on the things you can and cannot say. This comes directly from Amazon, hence the reason why it is TOS compliant, super safe, and immensely straightforward. So how do you get these powerful Amazon branded emails to your customers? I'm going to share that with you now. We're going to hop into Seller.Tools, and we're going to access through our navigation, even if this is on your free trial, the feature called Review Request. Now, when we enable it, complete the sync. If that's all we did, this tool would go out, and for each order that was eligible that came through, Amazon would send out those TOS compliant emails, completely automatic, hands off. We don't even have to come back in here and look at it again. But as we'll go through, you're going to have some options if you would like to customize who gets those emails for what products and a few of those advanced filters that I mentioned. So you can see here the requests that have been sent over time for this account. And this is going to match kind of my sales activity. These are eligible orders that are automatically getting these emails, and I can track and change the date range as we look at that. Now, I mentioned some of the filters that we can apply. If we scroll down at the account level, these are global matching rules. Let's say I wanted to exclude customers that have left less than stellar seller feedback. So we want to exclude people that maybe haven't had already great things to say about their buying experience. I could do that here. I could also exclude any subscribe and save or promotion discount purchases from receiving my automated review request. I can exclude customers that have maybe only purchased my product once. If you're not very maybe confident in the product that you've recently released, and again, keep it in mind, this is at the account level, we can exclude first-time purchasers and wait until somebody comes back and what I like to call votes with their dollars. Those are a lot stronger likelihood of a customer having good things to say about your product and buying experience. And then lastly, customers that have initiated returns or refunds, we can exclude them as well. Completely customizable as you would like it. Now at the global level, this is the account level. Also want to keep in mind the product level. Same customization here where I can come in and exclude first-time purchasers for one of my products. So if I wanted to, again, keep those customers out or from receiving these emails, completely can customize it, as well as scheduling when these review requests get sent out. We default to the Pacific Standard Time, Amazon's time zone. We can alter the time of day, as well as the days post-delivery. Keep in mind, Amazon gives us a range between 5 and 30 days. So I have to touch on this because it's so super simple. As I mentioned before, on the top of the page, when you get access to this, if you came in here, enabled it, and hit sync, every eligible order would have the TOS compliant, fully automated review request sent to your customers, completely hands off. And you have to know that this exists to be able to take advantage of something as important as getting more Amazon reviews. So with that, let's dive into more ManyChat specific strategies a little bit more. Now, one of the questions you should be asking yourself is making sure you're not missing opportunities when you're on Amazon, when you're realizing sales on Amazon. And one of the ways that you can make sure that you don't is to use a strategy that includes product inserts. You have a strong potential for every single customer to see that insert and act on it when you use this strategy effectively. You essentially have 100% potential with each and every customer. And then it's a question of how you're going to use that insert, where you're going to direct that customer, and the type of value that you're going to give to them to continue engaging, supporting, and building that loyalty. And this is what brings us now into how we tie in ManyChat into that equation. Because as we look at this product insert here, this is actually a free product insert we make available to our users, where a customer can scan or input a URL and be taken to a very powerful ManyChat flow. So even though this may look like a lot, let's break this down. Let's make sure this looks very easy for you to understand and to how to utilize a strategy like ManyChat with our product inserts. So the specific product insert I'm going to dive into, it's actually one you're going to be able to get for free. I'm going to share with you exactly where to find it, but let's dive into what it looks like first and foremost. Now, before we dive in, what's important to note is in this flow, we offer a free gift to our customers. It's a great way of giving them even more value. They've already bought our customer or bought our product. So they are the warmest, most receptive audience because they have, again, voted with their dollars. They have transacted with us and entrusted us to be able to realize a buying experience with our product and brand. So when they scan that QR code or input that link, this is the journey that we take them through. So we let the customer know, thank you for your purchase. We hope you're loving your product, and they can complete their product registration. They'll come in here. We'll ask of them their Amazon order ID from the order that was part of that product insert order. So when they provide it, we'll check it through the Seller.Tools blacklist, make sure, again, it's not a bad actor. Customers, we don't want to be taking advantage of this offer, but it's just a quick check. Make sure that everything looks good to go. We'll take that order ID, make sure everything looks good, everything was shipped as it should, the right product or ASIN was in that order. So again, a lot of this happens behind the scenes. Customers don't see this. This is all work that the Seller.Tools does for you and for the customer to make all the necessary checks. So the right product was purchased, as we mentioned here. Pretty rare that the wrong product was purchased, because when you tie this in, of course, we're adding it. We added that insert intentionally, and we know what product that customer should be buying and seeing that insert from. So once that is good to go, we'll let the customer know, hey, based on the order ID you provided, we've confirmed your order. Let's get your product registered. So we'll request email address, capture that. We'll request phone number from the customer, capture that. And now that we have all of this great information, we'll go in, confirm the customer's address information, because again, since they've provided us the order ID, we have their prior name and address information. So what's really cool is we can come back to the customer. Great, we need a little bit more information. This is your address information that we have on file. So we confirm the same information they used from the prior order, just saying, hey, anything look different? Anything need to change? We've also added an email that we've just captured. We've added in SMS that we've just captured. Now, this is a great reminder. We're adding in more customer information, more customer data. Your competitors may be dealing with absolutely no data. They may be just relying on PPC. Their customers could be nameless, faceless, and that's a big problem right now versus what you could be doing when you really have a stronger understanding, a means with which to engage, build that audience, know who that customer is, really support them, and then be able to reliably launch and capture reviews from these types of customers. So we confirm that. If they confirm that the address information is good to go, let them know, great, your product is registered. And now we are setting the stage for sending them their free product. The blacklist checks will come in as we get more data. We just look again, okay, is this customer good? Is this somebody we want to make sure is truly eligible for this offer? If that checks out, then we will create a MCF order, multi-channel fulfillment order. And what this does, this is really cool. This will take any inventory you have, any FBA inventory, and say that it is eligible to send to your customer. This is where the free gift comes in. So whether it's another product that you have or a sample of a product you have in FBA inventory that the customer is eligible for, you can send that all automatically. Nothing that you have to plug in, nothing beyond what the customer just did to provide the needed information. So we'll create that order now, let the customer know, hey, your free product is on the way. For your reference, it has this new order ID. Then they can come in and check the MCF order status. And they'll have the MCF order estimated arrival date show up there as a custom field. Now, once that's done, we'll come down here. And this is where ManyChat really shines. We can set a review request waiting period. Now that that new product is on its way, check to see if the customer can receive a review request. If it's true and they can, we'll send them a review request. If it's not, we'll come back here, we'll wait 1 day, and then just loop this back around to where it'll constantly check. If it's true, good, then send it to the customer. If not, we'll just come right back through and check it again. Now, what's really important here in this section, the same way we went over the TOS compliant review request feature in Seller.Tools, this is that same configuration. We're just doing this here in ManyChat because when we send this review request, it's that same Amazon branded email that is sent only when the customer is eligible. Because Seller.Tools, what we do is we ask Amazon, hey, can we send this review request to this customer? And only when Amazon says yes, can that be sent and that trigger be met to where we can automatically send it. So you can start to see how powerful this flow is, where we capture the customer's information, we get more customer data, we send a free gift automatically to any eligible customer. And then while we are sending all that great value, we time a really great review request. So this is, again, a customer who's already bought from us. We're sending them more value, and we're just timing, hey, when's a really good time to sort of say, this would be a good opportunity to capture their feedback. Why don't we do it in a TOS compliant way, still right here in ManyChat. All very awesome and all very powerful. So again, breaking this down, customer scans a QR code on your product insert. We verify that order. Once that's done, and we make sure that that customer is truly eligible, we can send them a free product. Then we trigger sending a 5-star review request, or that is the hope, right? This is a TOS compliant way of doing it. So we don't have to worry where your competitors, or you may see others thinking about how they're asking for reviews or using the wrong words or getting in trouble with Amazon. We're removing that completely from the equation because what our customer is getting is a Amazon branded email at the time when we're ready to request that review. Now, we've kind of painted the picture of how easy this is to check off all those most important boxes. This is definitely, like I said, the playground of some of the best on Amazon. That really hints more on the review side. On the ranking side, this is where it gets equally interesting, and ranking on autopilot, as we can call it. With ManyChat, we've touched on how we get more customer data in the process, and still automatically. You'll notice that there's no live agent, there's no human that has to be there to capture all this really powerful data. We have total control over that customer journey through the use of ManyChat and how we communicate with that customer. We can very easily rank for keywords and focus on getting our products to page 1 across a large number of keywords. And again, automating the entire ranking process. If you're thinking about your competitors that have 15, 20 people on their team managing this activity, and you're just a handful of people, think about all the cost savings that you realize and all the advantages that you have as you're running these more advanced strategies, getting your product on page 1. Now, there is a free flow for that. Now, I got to highlight where you can find this flow as well as the flow that we just went over to make sure you know exactly where to get them. You're going to go over to Seller.Tools, and in the navigation under Automation, you're going to find ManyChat flows. And this will bring you to our ManyChat flow gallery. The first flow that we broke down was the free gift flow. As you remember, we sent a free gift. We automated that TOS compliant review request. And this is where, once you pick from the gallery, you can download it and add this free flow to your ManyChat account. Then the next flow that we're going to break down is called the Pick Reward Link Rebate Automation. I'm going to take some time to go through that so you're aware of how powerful this one is. Similarly, once you're ready to go, you'll click on the flow and then click Download Now to get it all set up. But I'm sure you're anxious to take a look at it, so let's dive right in. Now, this one is a little bit more built out, and we'll take our time, but again, this is a free resource, so you'll have a chance for a little homework after this to dive into some more specific things as you add it to your account. But let's go through this journey. So for this flow in particular, as an example, a few different ways that we can get customers into this flow, whether we're running a Facebook ad, we're running an influencer campaign, different social media posts. We can use a ref URL, which is just a way of saying a link that drives to our ManyChat flow. All of those are options, again, which would touch on some of those here that you can think about for getting customers into your ManyChat flow. But once there, let's walk through the journey that we'll take them through. So we'll let the customer know, thank you for your interest in our product. We're going to email you a 100% rebate gift card for trying it out. So this is a rebate offer that really allows us to focus on the powerful rank benefit. We'll come in here. We will check the Seller.Tools counter. This is a feature of ours that allows you to set a threshold. So let's say you only wanted to give away or rebate 20 units per day. You would use the Seller.Tools counter to set that threshold, and then it would count down for you. And that's what we're doing here is we'll check. We'll make sure for the tag of rebate received that it hasn't already been applied to the product that is eligible for this rebate offer. If it hasn't, customer is eligible. We'll come down here and then have them confirm the offer details. That again, they'll receive a gift card, 100% off your purchase price, don't cancel, redeemable for one per household, and then encouraging them to act fast to take advantage of this offer. Then, once they are good to go, we will request their email address, save that information here. So again, more customer data. We'll let the customer know thank you. We'll send your link to choose your rebate to the email that they have been provided. So we kind of clarify, hey, we're going to be sending value to you. This is a great time to capture your information because we're thinking about how we're going to send you your rebate, essentially money for taking advantage of this product test or launch to rank our product. So is this correct? Great. We'll come in here. We'll check against our blacklist. Again, same goes here. We'll make sure, hey, is this somebody who is truly eligible, not a bad actor, somebody we want to take advantage of this offer? If so, we'll come in. Great. If they're not on the blacklist, they've been approved to purchase. We can encourage them to buy now. Now, the way that it's set up currently, it implies that we're going to use a link here. So we could use Seller.Tools /Jenny to use an optimized link that includes the keyword we want to rank for. We can alter this message, this specific message, to change it to search, find, buy if we are on page 3 or better, or of course we can change that over time. But keep that in mind. This is directly linking using an optimized link, and you may want to tweak that based on what your rank is and how you're performing for that keyword. And then your comfort. You can use a randomizer. You can add in multiple keywords as you would like. But right now, if this is the first time you're using something like this, absolutely nothing wrong with using this buy now link, heading over to Seller.Tools /Jenny to use our free URL generator and adding in a URL such as a two-step field ASIN to direct your customer to purchase for that particular keyword. So we'll encourage them to buy now, wait the minute, ask the customer then after that minute, ready to grab your 100% rebate as a thank you for your purchase. If so, and they click yes, please, we'll say great. Let's verify your purchase that they have just completed. Please provide us your Amazon order ID. Once they do that, we'll come in, give that a few moments, let them know we're checking it out. We're checking out their order ID they just provided. We'll review the status of that order ID. We'll make sure that that order includes the ASIN that's eligible for this offer. That's essentially what this condition checks. If it does, great, we're good to move to some of the next steps and let the customer know, great, we've verified your order. We've done this all in real time, fully automatically. That's important for you as a seller. Nobody has had to get involved. There's no manual checks by you, human errors, human delays, better customer experience, because this is all done completely hands off. So we verified your order. We can now add to the counter. You remember in the beginning steps, we had that as an example, 20 that we were accounting for that we want to rebate or give away. Now we're impacting our counter because we had somebody verify an order. So we'll alter our counter here. Checking the order status. Again, this happens all in the background. Your customer doesn't see any of this. The tools, Seller.Tools, ManyChat just does all the work of just saying, hey, what's going on? What is this order ID? Is the right ASIN in it involved? What's the status? We'll come through, wait 2 hours. Great. Checking and seeing finally if the order has shipped. including that eligible ASIN? If so, again, we add in blacklist checks. Really, as we get more customer information, we just check that against our Seller.Tools blacklist and say, hey, now that we have more of this, is this linked in any way to any bad actor or somebody we want to keep out of the platform or out of this offer? So we'll come in. Great. If it is true, we don't want them to go any further. But if it is not, and they're not on the blacklist, great. Your order has shipped. Go ahead and grab your gift card. We'll check the Seller.Tools wallet balance. This is another feature and a bit of homework. The wallet will allow you to add funds, use those funds for gift cards and different gifts and funding types. All you simply have to do is fund it, and then the ManyChat flow will do the work, giving your customer the eligible gift or rebate. So we'll check that balance, make sure it meets the minimum that we have set. If it does, we will issue a gift card. And again, up to this point, think about everything that has been done automatically. We've limited this offer to a certain number of people through the Seller.Tools counter. We've left out any bad actors or abusers through the blacklist. We've automatically verified orders. We've automatically verified the order has the ASIN, the right ASIN, the right price. We've taken that price. We've translated that into the eligible rebate total. We've queued up the rebate in the gift card. And this is the point in which we send it. But all of that has been done automatically for you and for your customer. A seamless, exceptional process that we take them through. So we'll send them that gift card, making sure, again, at this step that it has been received. We'll tag the customer that the rebate has been received for our product there in brackets for what's going to be our specific product. Great. Good to go. Excellent. If they have any issues, automatically in a few clicks, we'll actually send them the link that will direct them to the gift card as well. So the customer can really sort of support themselves. It's really exceptional in terms of the experience that your customer goes through. Then coming down here, if they have no need to reach support, the next step will bring them down in the journey. You guessed it, to the same TOS compliant review request loop that can run automatically for you. We check if that review request has been sent for this order for the product or for the ordered product by this customer. Is review request eligibility true? And then it will take us, if so, to send request. If not, we will let the tool, we will let ManyChat, we'll let Seller.Tools check for us, do that heavy lifting before that TOS compliant email goes out. Very powerful. And again, I only have a few moments to walk through this with you. Where can you find this free resource? So you have absolutely no excuse to dive into it and start using some of these tools. Really of the best is we looked at the pick reward link, rebate automation. This is again focusing on ranking, but you'll notice it has the TOS compliant review request element as well as the free gift flow product insert offer with the automated review request as well. Found again, Seller.Tools /ManyChat flows. That's where you can find it. Bookmark it, share it, make sure it gets in the hands of all the most important people that need to make a difference in your Amazon business, because these are really exceptional and very powerful strategies. Now, with everything I went over today, we kind of went into more advanced stuff. We are definitely in the playground of who is making a big difference, who you're seeing on page one all of the time. They're using these types of strategies. If you're just getting started, and whether it's you or again your team, I've created a course that you're going to find very powerful and impactful, and it's the ManyChat Basics Mini Course. This is a completely free resource. You're noticing a trend here. We give a lot of stuff away for free, but this will give you the foundation, the really solid understanding of how to start using ManyChat. So again, you're left without any excuses. You have a free course to get you started. You have free flows to get you started, and that way you can start to build upon that and start ranking reliably. If you wonder, hey, how am I going to rank this product? Start answering that question effectively, knowing how you're going to do that with the power of something like ManyChat for both, again, ranking and reviews. So also, in the theme of everything being free here, we have a 14-day free trial of Seller.Tools that you can get access to right now. We do not require you to add your credit card as you're getting started. So whether it is the review request feature that we touched on at the very beginning, whether it is both of the free flows that we've touched on, you can use every bit of those features and tools absolutely for free for 14 days. And I'm going to encourage you to take full advantage of it. this is a really great time to use these more advanced features, as there's a lot of uncertainty right now in Amazon FBA. There's a lot of sellers that are slowing down, that are not thriving as well. They're dealing with inventory changes. It's a time of change, and this is what it is when it comes to selling on Amazon. So you can really make a massive impact if you take action and take the appropriate steps to excel. So I want to thank you again for your time. Hopefully you found this beneficial. Share with us your results. Come back to us at Seller.Tools and let us know the impact it's made as you're using and you dive into today these advanced features and tools.
Wow, that is really a good presentation. Thank you so much. I think we indeed we learned a lot. So for my students, for my fans, if you are interested to learn more about these tools, I think they are very nice to introduce a 14 days free trial. Okay, and it's all for all my fans and my students out there. So the link, okay, is below, because if you use my link, you get a special discount as well. Okay, and I think one very good thing about them is also they have a training video about I think it's about 1 hour video about how to use ManyChat and things like that, and the video is actually included inside the in the website in the app website as well. So I really hope that you guys can sign up and then find out more about it. And I hope that I can maybe introduce Tori, if he's free, to give us a free training maybe perhaps soon for my students as well. Okay. So thank you so much, Tori. I hope that once the pandemic is over, I can fly to Florida. I will come and see you and let's have a drink, man. Thank you so much.
That sounds great. Yeah, looking forward to it.
Okay. Thank you. Bye-bye.